Hi, everyone. Welcome back. You know what time it is. It's the long way around.
Podcast.
Yes.
I saved it at the end,
No,
maybe.
I love it. No, I love it. That's good. That's good. Thank you.
Yes. Where do I?
Good job. Good job. That's Kevin Sullivan.
And that's Tony Jackson.
And welcome back to the Long Way Around podcast. Kevin, I got to say, today is a celebration. Not only is it the end of the year of our Lord 2025, whatever Lord you believe. Well, I guess it's only one Lord because the other Lord, it's like year 5,000 something. So
Yeah, it's like 57 something. I always forget.
something, yeah. So
Yeah.
whatever. Anyway, it is the end of 2025 amongst the generally accepted Gregorian calendar. And not only that, if your count is correct, because you're the one that handles all this stuff, if your count is correct, we're taking the Long Way Around podcast out to the bar tonight because it turns
We
21.
we
Yeah,
are. It's
yes.
legal to drink.
It is legal to drink. Let's go. We're going out. We're having some fun. We're doing shots. It's going to be great. Long Way Around podcast episode
21.
21. I don't know how we made it this far.
21. Yeah, isn't it crazy?
I don't know how we made it this far.
We went from a little infant podcast to a podcast that's a degenerate alcoholic in
Yeah,
1 year.
in not even a year. Not even a year. We started this in March of
Yeah.
25, right? Because your friend Diana Durand, if I remember,
Yes.
that's correct, right? I
Yes.
don't want to name the wrong name. It is Diana Durand. Yeah.
Yes, it
So
was.
yes, you two were talking. I met
Yeah.
Diana at a voiceover conference, and she's like, "Hey, you should meet this dude. He looks like you."
Basically.
Yeah, right. Because we all look the same.
It's
Thanks,
always the
Diana.
arms. It's always
It,
the arms that
it
give it away.
it is. I've got such a good. You know what? I've been sitting on this idea for years, and I need to just do it. I need to do it. I'm not gonna throw it out there. I want to spoil it for everybody. Maybe I will, but I don't want to spoil it for everybody. I've been sitting on this idea for years, and I just need to do it. Anyway, so Diana told you about me, told me about you. I like snuck into your DMs, and I was like, hey, we should chat.
Yes, Tony slid into my DMs
Yeah, yeah,
and to
and
produce the podcast.
yeah. We made a podcast. Yeah, we made a podcast, and it's called LOAP. That's its legal name, LOAP.
No, it's TLWA.
Yeah, TLOAP. Yeah, yeah. Our child is named after a comic book sound effect, TLOAP.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and so I got it's been fun so far. We've
It
covered a
has.
lot of ground.
We also traveled to Virginia.
We did. We covered a lot of ground this year. We talked about a lot of disability related issues. Like you said, we met up in Virginia at the 20th annual AMCSI conference, which was a fantastic time.
Yes.
In fact, we're going back for the 21st Long Way Around podcast AMCSI conference. Can get together and have a drink at the bar. Yep, we're gonna be in
Yeah.
Columbus, Ohio.
Can't wait. The C
Yeah,
bus.
what is it? The like the 1st through the 4th of July.
Yeah, it's July 1st to the 4th.
All
But
right.
it ends on the 4th. So like you still have
Yeah.
time to get back to your holiday gatherings.
Do you though?
Maybe. Depends on where you live, I guess.
I won't be back on the 4th. It'll be
I guess
okay
that's
though.
fair.
It'll be cool. It'll be cool. I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, so we did that, and then so we'll be back there again in 2026. So yeah, we covered a lot this year. A lot went on this year outside of the podcast, in the podcast. And it's been good. It's been
Mhm.
good. We've had some laughs. We've had some tears of laughter. Um, and we're getting ready to do more in 2026. I don't know. This year, you know, when you think about this year, a lot has gone down this year. I think for you personally, a lot has been going on. For me personally, a lot has been going on.
Yeah, I mean that's so is life, right? I think we all go through trials and tribulations. Um, I guess I can be honest with our listeners. I've been on the job hunt for let's see, a little over a year now. Still interviewing, still applying, doing all that. But yeah, it's certainly been challenging. So just trying to find something that suits me, and I think there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot that like got to find something that I'm capable of doing, and is in a location that I can get to, or allows remote work or things like that. So just finding like that right fit has been a bit challenging. So but it's been a good year overall. It's been traveling like to the conference, and some personal trips as well, mainly with like family members, and seeing my nieces and nephews grow up, which is great. But yeah, it's been an interesting year for sure. I would say. What would you say has been your favorite part of 2025, or
I
has
mean,
been like the
first, somebody hire this man, please. I mean, seriously,
yeah,
look at this
right?
guy. Look at this guy's face. Look at him. Kevin, say something.
I I I think I have a good looking mug. I'll
Look at
smile into
that.
the camera.
Look, did you see that? How can you not hire this guy? Hire this man, please.
Yes.
See,
Reach out to us if you want my resume.
I mean, seriously, hire this guy. What's going on? This is that's another topic for another day. I don't want to ruin the moment right now. We'll talk about that another day.
Yeah.
Finding a job as somebody with a disability can be challenging. Right. So
Yes.
anyway, we'll talk about that another. I don't want to ruin the moment right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. So you got to look for work. Uh, you got to hang out with your family, your cousins, your aunts, uncles, nephews, nieces. Let's not forget you were featured in People magazine.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I buried the lead on that one. Yes, I was in People magazine a few weeks ago. It was awesome. Basically, actually, it was Diana who encouraged me to apply for that too. So it's worked out. Yeah, I applied for that back in like March, I think. March was a busy month, um, and I ended up getting it. It was from an Instagram post, and they came and filmed it back in July. Shout out to Alice Roth and Emily Fisher for doing a wonderful job producing that. I had a whole film crew in my apartment, um, and they pretty much filmed a day in my life type of video, and it was crazy. I mean, it was a whole like film crew, sound person, lights, cameras, like everything. Like my apartment looked like a sound studio that day, but it was really cool. It turned out awesome. It was cool to see like a profile of my life by such a well-known publication. And shout out to them for doing it. And yeah, that was probably the biggest part of my year for sure.
I love. You know what? Diana is your cheerleader.
Yeah.
She is your.
Yes, she's great. Thank you, Diana.
Thank you, Diana. We should have her on.
Yeah, we should.
We should have Diana on. Just hop on. We can talk. Right? What is she going to encourage you to do next?
Seriously. I'm open to
Become
suggestions.
become the new manager of the Chicago Cubs?
Oh God, I wish. That would be the dream.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you, Diana, for encouraging this fine, upstanding citizen, Kevin Sullivan, to take some chances and things and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Hell yeah. What was my favorite part of 2025? I did a lot
Yeah.
of traveling. Oh my
I
God.
was gonna say, yeah, you were always on the road
I did
this year.
I did a lot of traveling this year. Okay, so I I actually was in LA like 2 days after the wildfires broke out earlier this year.
Oh wow.
Why? Because I can't read a calendar.
Nice.
All right. So there's a voiceover conference that happens in LA every year. It's a Society of Voice Arts and Sciences. They do their thing every year, usually in December. Usually in December. And
Yeah.
so when I'm planning the end of 2024, I'm booking flights. I'm buying my ticket to the conference. I book my hotel. I booked my hotel for January, not December. Okay, the conference is like January or December, like 9th through 11th or something like. I don't remember the exact dates. I had booked it for January 9th through 11th, and I booked it
Yeah.
through this website, which will remain nameless. I booked it through this website, and once I realized the mistake made, oh man, I was like, oh my goodness, I just burned $750. Let me see if I can change the reservation. So I call up, and and the person answers obviously doesn't live here. They're at some like call center in another country, right? Shout out to the folks working at the call centers, because the companies here are too cheap to pay people here, and so we outsource that too. No offense to them, because they're just doing their jobs, they're working. I talked to this person, and they're like, nope, the website explicitly says no refunds. I cannot give you a refund. I just burned $750.
Damn.
So I went back on the same website, because it was a smoking deal. It was a smoking
Yeah.
deal for the hotel. So I go back on the website, book the correct dates, go to the conference. Great. Now I have this hotel room that I pay for that I can't change. So what I
Yeah.
did, I said, fuck it, I'm going to LA again in 3
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Just like we're going.
Yeah, we're
I
going. I
mean,
was like, I
yeah,
already
I
spent the
get
money
it.
on it.
If it's already paid for, it's like, well, I'm out the money either way, so I
Yeah.
might as well go.
So let me spend more money on flights for me and a
Yeah.
caregiver, right? And go back to LA 3 weeks later for funsies. See if I can make some connections somewhere. And then the day before my flight, wildfire starts ripping through Southern California.
Yeah.
And people are like, you should cancel your flight. I already spent money. I'm going. Lung cancer be damned. I'm going.
Yeah.
So so I go, and I'm flying in, and sure enough, like, there's smoke everywhere. Like, you can barely see as you're coming down into LAX. Like, it was nasty. It was nasty. And so I'm sitting at this hotel, and there are people there at the hotel because they probably booked the hotel for the wrong dates too, and we're also stuck at the hotel at that point. So we're all together at this
Mhm.
airport. You go outside, and it's like snowing ash.
Oh, fun.
you know yeah, there's like a light snowfall of ash falling on the ground. Most people
Yeah.
don't want to go outside because of the smoke, and I get it. I understand. I smoked cigarette once or twice as a kid, so I was like, well, this is like smoking cigarettes without the cigarette, so let's just go. Right.
Yeah, well, it's also just like smoking like several dozen of them at once, I think.
Yeah, it does. I mean, maybe like a carton at once,
Yeah.
and some tree bark thrown in there,
Right.
wildlife.
And yeah, God knows what else.
Yeah, and whatever else, and I mean, it was a horrible situation.
Yeah.
It was a horrible. I mean, like, I know friends who like lost homes in this thing.
Right.
I was getting my $750 though. So yes, I was there, and thankfully my friend Joel and his fiance and a couple other friends were like, yeah, let's go out, let's go get sushi, and we had an awesome time. Like, we went out and we got sushi. It was awesome. Yeah, well, it was good. That was one of the more memorable trips of 2025, and that was January.
Jeez.
That was January. Like, how's the rest of 2025 gonna go? Let's see. And then I went to Atlanta for VO Atlanta in March, and then things got crazy.
Yeah, I
Let's
was gonna
see.
say, I feel like it was the summer where it was just
Yeah,
like all the time.
yeah. I went to Denver. I
Me
went
too.
to Yep. So, oh yeah, that's right. You did.
Yeah, but I drove to Denver from Chicago.
Oh
That was an adventure. Let
yeah.
me tell you. We should talk
Share,
about Denver really quickly since we both went
share,
there.
share.
So we drove to Denver, which was easier in the long run because just having the van made it easier. And my van has a hydraulic wheelchair lift on it. So I had my power wheelchair, which made everything easier because we went to Rocky Mountain National Park one day. We went to Red Rocks Amphitheater one day. It was really cool. Um, you know, we were there for a bachelor party, so we did mostly like what the bachelor wanted to do, which was definitely fun things, and
Was good,
we got to
clean
hang.
fun. It
Yes,
was good,
it
clean
actually
fun.
was. It actually was. We didn't go to like a strip club or anything. I know that's what people are thinking, but like we really didn't on this trip. So it was actually kind of good, clean fun. But we stopped in Omaha on the way. Omaha is an underrated city. It was
I heard
cool.
that. I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard Omaha
There
is
was
highly slept
the
on.
trip went well. There was only one point where I had some genuine concern for my life, and that was when we missed an exit, a weird exit, like when we crossed, I think from Nebraska into Iowa on the way back, and we ended up on these gravel dirt roads, right? We're in a Ford Transit 150, and like we're going up these hills, and I'm like, God, is this car gonna make it? It was a little nerve wracking. We made it, obviously, but my friend who was driving was like, yeah, sorry about that. I did not mean to end up on like these very, not paved gravel dirt roads in the middle of nowhere, Iowa.
Hey, memories, man.
Yeah.
Memories.
Also stopped at the world's largest truck stop. You ever been there?
Not a Bucky's?
There's no Buc-ee's really that far north.
No, I guess that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Although they're building one in Wisconsin.
Are they? Bucky's is
Yeah.
taking over the U.S.
Buc-ee's, I haven't been to one yet. There's another chain that's it's like there's one south of Chicago. It's called Wally's. It's like the same thing. Like a huge gas station with like a convenience store that has like crazy things.
Is it
Kind of.
Texas sized?
It's pretty big,
All right.
honestly. It's
All right.
huge. Yeah.
We're gonna have the great Bucky's Wally's War of 2029.
Yeah.
Right? It'll be like another
Right.
civil war. Bucky's in the South. Bucky's representing the South.
Yeah.
Wally's
Versus
representing the
Wally's
North.
in the north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're building a Bucky's out here in Arizona. I think it opens up in a couple months. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It's a good idea, honestly, because like people want like more amenities, I feel like, as they travel.
I want a Bucky sweatshirt.
A Bucky sweatshirt would be cool.
I need a Bucky sweatshirt.
Do they want to sponsor us?
Let's
We're giving
go,
them free advertising.
Yeah, come on, Bucky's. Let's go.
Yeah.
So I went to Denver. It was nowhere near as exciting as yours. My sister graduated with her master's degree from the University of Denver. That was cool. So we were there for a couple days, and then I went to Fort Wayne, Indiana, for the U.S. Power Soccer National Tournament. The night the tournament ended, and we finished second. If I had 5 more minutes, we would have finished first. I flew to Paris to go play in another tournament. It was the FIFA, which is the Power Soccer Organization internationally, the FIFA Club World Cup, where I played with a team from Uruguay, my friends from Uruguay. That was cool. Took my dad with me. He had never been to France before, so that was cool. And
That's
then,
awesome.
yeah. And then I was home for a couple weeks, and then I came to see you out in Virginia.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I was home for like a week. Yeah, I was home for like a week, and then we went out to Virginia, and we met up in person at the AMCSI 20th Annual Support Group Convention, where we met a bunch of awesome people. I don't want to name anybody because I'll forget most of them.
Yeah.
Right. If you met us and you're watching this right now, you know who you are. You're awesome, and hopefully we'll see you again. Yes, heart.
Lots of hearts.
There. Look,
Tony's doing a heart.
There it is.
Can't really see it, but
it's there.
But there's a heart
Use your
there.
imagination. All right, use your imagination. Yeah. So that was cool. And then I was home for like 3 days, and because I had to go to Minneapolis to go work at the National Veterans Wheelchair Games, and I thought to myself, hey, let me go squeeze in a trip to Utah in between. And so I was home for like 2 days, not even 2 days, like a day and a half, maybe 2 days. Yeah. Went to Utah, got on an adaptive sailboat for the first time, which was awesome.
That sounds awesome. Wait, did you steer it?
Yes.
God, I want to do that. That sounds awesome.
The folks at Trails Adaptive.
Oh, so you did that?
Yes, at the University of Utah. who are amazing people. Shout out to Trails. So they have the ski thing. You guys have heard me talk about the ski thing before. They also have a
Yeah.
sailboat. And so like we got out on the lake and oh man, that it was only like it was 2 full days, but it was like a full day and 2 half days, right? So I got home from Virginia on like a Friday or something, and then I was home Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday I left to Utah. Got there late in the afternoon. Got on a little boat. So they built this box. Imagine like a shit. What are those things? Like a pods, like the storage unit. You know how
Yeah.
like they're making apartments out of storage units now and stuff, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So it's like a storage unit that floats, right? They had like giant pontoons on the side and underneath, and it floats. And so you can fit like 7 or 8 chairs on there and people and like
Oh, cool.
go out on the water. And so like we did this like little like sunset little like cruise around the lake on this boat. And I had eaten something really bad the day before, and so I had to really, really go to the bathroom terribly. Um man, my friend my friend looks at me, he goes, "Are you okay?" And all I could do is sit there, no words, eyes closed,
Yeah.
shake my head, and I was like, we got to turn this boat around because this is gonna ruin the entire week for everybody if we don't.
Right.
We made it back. I made it. Shout out to my friend Sam who was there with me, because if it was anybody else, we
Yeah.
might have been in trouble.
Yeah.
Um, I shared way too much on that moment. You needed to know though, because it could have ended horribly. You actually
Oh
didn't need to
God.
know. You didn't need to know.
That's dude, trust me, I've been there, and that is like by far the worst
It's
feeling when you're
awful.
like, oh God, when you just need to go and there's just nowhere to go.
I will say shout out for being a wheelchair user though, a power wheelchair user. At least we're not running, because imagine having to like be in that situation and like running to the
Yeah.
bathroom. I mean, like you would have
Right.
never made it.
Oh, there are times where I've thought to myself, I'm like, if I had to walk right now, I wouldn't be able to make it.
No, there's no way. Like
Yeah.
everything on your body can sit still other than the jarring from your chair, right?
Right. Right.
So yeah, so there was that. And so then I got home. It was a Wednesday. I got home Wednesday afternoon. Thursday morning, I'm on a flight to Minneapolis to go work at the Veterans Games. And then once that's over, I fly back home, and then I'm home for 3 weeks, which was weird at
Yeah.
that point. Like at that point, it's weird because like
Yeah.
you're on the road so much. And then I go back to Minnesota for Power Soccer Camp, which was awesome. Shout out to everybody at Power Soccer Camp, especially all my people who you know, all the teacher trainers. Shout out to all of us. And then straight from Minnesota, Dallas for another voiceover conference. Yeah. And that was the end of the summer. And then yeah, that was it. That was wild. It was awesome though. It was just like go, 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 go the whole time. And it was
My
awesome.
God.
Yeah, it
Sounds
was cool.
stressful.
No, I love it.
Like I love, don't get me wrong, I love traveling, but like flying is just so stressful, I feel like, as a wheelchair user.
Yeah, I mean it can be. I've done some things over time to minimize some of that stress.
Well,
And
true.
and
And I have too. But yeah, it's just always stressful. Do you have pre-check?
no, I don't. I know I
Oh,
should.
I'm surprised for as much as you travel.
I know I should. I should.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do that next year. I actually have to get my passport renewed. So yeah, so there was a lot of travel over the summer of 2025. That was definitely the most travel I've done probably ever, and so much of it in such a short period of time. Like there were literally days I was home for maybe a day and a half.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Shout out to my roommate and my neighbors for keeping my cat alive while I was
Okay,
gone.
I was gonna say, what do you do with your cat during this?
No, my neighbor, my roommate, my neighbor, all of them,
Yeah.
they help me take care of them while I'm gone. I'm
Nice.
a terrible father. I'm a terrible father.
Bit
Um,
absentee father.
I really am. Like he started doing drugs while I was gone, and like I was like, "What are you
Too much
doing?
too much catnip.
What are you doing?" He's like, "You're never around." Like I'm trying to make a life for us. He's like, "I don't care. I just want my dad."
Come back to me, Dad.
And I was like, "I'm getting on a plane tomorrow. Sorry, son."
Yeah.
So So yeah, it was, that was a super busy time. And I loved it. I loved it all. It was great.
Yeah. Well, it
Um,
sounds fun.
it was wild.
Yeah.
Um,
My
yeah, and
only
then
other trip was to Michigan this
ooh,
year for it was a family trip, but it was a lot of fun. We just rent a lake house and we rent a pontoon and do some fishing and stuff like that. Hang
there's
out.
there's nary a thing better. I used nary in a sentence just now. There's
Wow.
nary a thing better than getting on a lake in a boat during the summer.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. It's so refreshing and like I don't always go in the water. I usually just like chill on the boat, but like just getting out there is just like so fun as long as you're not roasting in the heat.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Then it's miserable.
Then it's like, damn, I really wish I could get in the water more easily.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. So this year, because my nieces and nephews are getting a little bit older now, so this year, my sister-in-law Mia was like, she was just jokingly like, "You want the kids to throw buckets of water on you?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And I like changed into my swim trunks, and they put me in a chair in the backyard, and the kids filled buckets of water in the lake and threw them on
Through
me and dumped
buckets
them
of
over the
water.
head.
Love it.
Yeah, yeah, they loved it. They had a great time. So that might
Love
be
it.
a new Sullivan family trip tradition
There
now.
you go.
Dump
There you
buckets
go.
of water on Uncle Kev.
Yeah, I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Man, what a year. What a year. Um,
Isn't it crazy that it's almost over?
it's over.
Yeah.
We're
I
here.
mean, it's basically over. Yeah.
We're here. So, man. So
It's crazy that this decade is halfway over now.
yeah, we're coming up on 26.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like 2020, as terrible as that year was, it feels like it was just yesterday.
I loved it.
Really?
I did. 2020 was actually awesome.
I mean, it was like nice in a sense, but it was also very stressful in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know. Different strokes, different folks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's
That's
great.
fair.
Yeah. I don't want to do it again.
Yeah,
Glad it's
I'd rather
over.
not. Yeah,
Yeah. Glad it's over, but there was definitely some good that come out of it.
for
Um,
sure, for sure.
yeah. So man, so we're here now at the end of the year, and we're getting ready to march into 2026. Where's my flying car?
I want a self-driving car, a
You know what?
self-driving wheelchair accessible vehicle.
So I live in Phoenix, and Waymos are everywhere around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know what a Waymo is, it is a self-driving car.
Hmm.
Um, and they've been in Phoenix for a few years now because Phoenix is, if you've never been to Phoenix or you're not familiar, Phoenix is laid out like a grid. It is probably the easiest major metropolitan area to navigate in the entire country by car because it is a grid all the way across. And so Waymos have been here for a while, and they're out on the street. People take them. You see them everywhere every day. It's like a normal thing now. um and they're expanding to more cities too. um
Yeah.
I too am waiting for that day. Now, I've had a lot of conversations with people. This is totally off topic. A lot of conversations with people recently about artificial intelligence and the machines and like what it's doing to humanity at the moment, right? And a lot of it's not good. Some of it can be good. The good comes from self-driving cars, right? I'm ready for my self-driving car. I'm ready
Yeah.
for my own personal Waymo.
Yeah. Isn't it annoying how the tech that can help us the most, we're like we're the last people to get access to it?
The last. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna get my minivan. I want you to put all those weird cameras and that spinny thing that sits on top of the car, the little spinny thing. I want that on my van. I can plug in the coordinates and tell it where to go, and then it takes me there. And then it just waits. It just hangs out, you know?
Yeah.
plays a card game or reads a book while I'm doing my thing.
I also want to be able to control like the lift or the ramp or whatever from like my phone.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah, sure. That would
Yeah.
be easy. That's an easy thing. I'm surprised
I'm sure,
nobody's done
yeah.
that yet.
It's weird. It exists like for the lift I have in my van, but you can only buy the like adapter in Europe. I don't, I'm sure it's something to do with the way our healthcare system works. And that's a discussion for another day. But yeah, it does exist.
Yeah, there you go. Then you would be, and then you get the little easy lock bolt. So for those of you that don't know, there a lot of wheelchair users, power wheelchair users have a giant bolt, steel bolt underneath the chair, and it locks into this automated locking system that keeps the chair
Yep.
from moving when you're in a vehicle. Yeah, you
I
get
have
your
that.
easy lock, right? I do not because I don't have a car.
Mhm.
But yeah, easy lock, Bluetooth enabled lift system, right?
It wouldn't be, especially with how connected cars are now. It wouldn't be that hard. You literally just need to add some features to like whatever the manufacturer's app is to control the lift. But like most new cars today come with like an app that you can start the car, you can control the temperature, like do all these things. You just need to map more of those features to the app basically for like a wheelchair lift and like releasing the lock and like things like
Yeah,
that.
it's
Yeah.
doable now. It's
Yeah.
doable now for people with high level disabilities to have a car. We have the
Yeah.
technology to do it right now.
Yeah. That's the thing is like I always tell people, the vehicle I have is great. Shout out to my parents for getting it and uh, you know, uh customizing it a few years ago. But like the thing that would make it like really great is if it were self-driving and if I could control everything, including the lift from my phone. Like if it had those things, I would use it so much more because the biggest problem is finding someone who's available to drive it,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
or like fitting that into the budget, especially right now because I'm unemployed, as I mentioned earlier. So
Hire this man. Hire
yeah,
this man.
hire me, please.
Seriously. Yeah, if I
Yeah.
had a self-driving vehicle, it wouldn't have taken me almost 2 hours to get home from a holiday party I went to yesterday.
That's the thing is like public transit in America, it depends on where you are. Chicago has decent public transit, but the thing is it all centers around Chicago, like the downtown. So
Yeah.
if you really want to go like anywhere in the city that's not downtown, it's not necessarily the most convenient transportation from the suburbs. It's a little different if you live in the city,
Yeah.
it's better because there's the L, but in a lot of cities, public transit is not that good, and most cities are very car oriented. And like I've put various routes into Google Maps over the years, as I'm sure you have, and like you'll get like the car route will be 15 minutes, and then the public transit route will be like 2 hours.
Yeah. That's
It's
what it
like
was.
I'm not. Oh, I was just gonna say, like, it's not worth it to take like 8 times the amount of time to do something when it's like, okay, I'm just gonna get someone to take me there.
No, it was worth it for me. I got dinner last night, so it was okay.
Nice. Sometimes it's worth it. It depends
Yeah.
on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was easy. It's easy for me to get to where I had to go yesterday. It was one bus and then the train. And it's
Yeah.
easy. It just took forever,
Hmm.
right? So
And I'm
so
and I'm curious. You've never seen a wheelchair accessible Waymo, right?
no. No,
Okay, I'm just
they're
making
all
sure.
they're all Jaguars, right?
Yeah, they're all
All
like the same car.
they are all white Jaguars. I don't know what model Jaguar it is, but it's a
Yeah.
Jaguar. Because that was cheap, I'm sure. So anyway, back to 2025.
Yeah.
2025 was good overall. Um, and we digress. 2025 was solid overall, right? Like nothing majorly tragic happened in my own personal sphere. I don't. Hopefully you
No,
neither.
not terribly. No, just yeah, just trying to figure out life. But I do motivational speaking also. I forgot to mention that. So I did have some speeches throughout the year. Have a couple maybe in the works for next year so
Ooh,
far. Um, so I do that as well, and that's been a somewhat source of income. So just trying to grow that in 2026 and get my name out there more, and the People magazine thing has definitely been helpful for
Yeah,
that.
see?
So
There you go. People magazine,
yeah.
get this man back into the People magazine and out to the people.
Yeah. Next, I need to do like a full length documentary. Just like
it'll be on Hulu.
Kev.
It'll be on Hulu.
It'll be on Hulu.
You ever know?
Hulu's going away.
Is it?
Well, it's being integrated into Disney Plus.
Yeah, I
like
know.
the separate app is going away.
I'm gonna miss Hulu.
Yeah.
I like Hulu.
Yeah, Hulu was great when it first started because it was like an on-demand for cable, basically.
Yeah.
And it was free.
And now look at it.
Yeah.
Got into drugs and now it's a shell of its former self.
We don't want to talk about streaming in 2025. Streaming is, I feel like it's just like, it's almost worse than cable now.
It is. We're not going to get into it right now. We're talking about the good in 2025.
Yeah,
not the terrible of 2025.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's definitely a lot of that too. We won't get into any of that.
I was going to say, we can spend a whole episode on that.
Man. So I'll tell you. Anyway, let's just, while we got some good vibes going, we can stop right there. And then when we come back, we can talk about all the good things coming up in 2026, because there's a lot of stuff going on coming up in 2026. Like I said, Kevin and I will be at the AMCSI convention in Columbus, Ohio.
OH.
Oh.
You're supposed to say IO.
No, I ain't doing that.
Oh, come on.
No.
You went to Arizona State.
That's exactly why I can't. That's And if you know the history of Arizona State football, I cannot, and I will not.
Okay,
not. Okay.
All right, well.
1997, January 1st, Rose Bowl.
Oh, do they play each other?
David Boston and Joey Germain from Mesa, Arizona, by the way, ruined a national championship for the Arizona State Sun Devils.
Oh, well.
I will not.
I sense a little bit of bitterness. Oh, I sense a little bit of bitterness about this.
Happy 2025. Thanks for ruining it, Kevin. Damn it.
Sorry.
You think I'm angry? You should talk to my friend Gabe Gerbic. That dude's still almost 30 years later, even angrier than I am.
About that game.
Oh man, we were right there.
Man, sometimes those hit deep. I get it.
We were like 90 seconds away from glory.
Yeah.
It's like literally like 90 seconds away.
Yeah.
And then Joey Germain.
Sports are cruel sometimes.
Sports.
They're so cruel.
Sports hurt.
They do. But you know what? They hurt the Green Bay Packers for me recently as a Chicago Bears fan, and that was nice.
Caleb Williams. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah. Sports hurt.
Yeah.
So anyway, we will be in Ohio, in that town, with that team that ripped the national championship away from us.
Okay, fine. We'll root for the Blue Jackets or the Crew.
I can root for the Columbus Crew.
Yeah, they're cool.
I can root for the Columbus Crew. Yeah. That's fine. I will not say the thing that you asked me to say, though. I will not. I would rather sing "Hail to the Victor" in Columbus before doing that.
Oh, that's sacrilegious right there.
Yeah.
That's asking for trouble.
Yes, and for those of you that have no idea what the hell I just said, "Hail to the Victor" is the fight song for the University of Michigan Wolverines, the hated arch rival of the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Boo.
Right? So anyway, sports hurt. Anyway, wow. Okay, on that note, it's probably a good idea to maybe stop here. And so I don't drudge up any more terrible memories. Anyway. Wow, 2025 was awesome, Kevin, wasn't
it? We made it sound so awesome, didn't we?
We did, and I may have ruined it at the end by letting my emotions get in the way, and that's okay.
That's okay.
That's why people love and hate me. So.
That's why this is the 21st episode. It's a little off the rails.
Yeah. I may have had a drink or two in the last 10 minutes while Kevin was talking. You didn't see it. So
you didn't see it, even though he was on camera the whole time.
It's okay. And on that note, I'm Tony Jackson.
And I'm Kevin Sullivan.
And the next time we see you, it'll be 2026. You've been watching The Long Way Around. Goodbye. Happy New Year.
All right. Bye.